Alright, hello Spastics. I guess anybody can watch this video, so hello everybody. But primarily, hello to my Spastics. Today I'm going to be doing your series against the Ground Boys. Because you're playing them tomorrow night, and you're, what do you call it? Playing. And it looks like you went 3-1 in the series, am I right? Did I get the right series? I did. You went 3-1 in this series. Did you? Hold on. For some reason, I thought it was different. Anyway. Alright. That's good. That's good, I like it. Alright, well, we'll start on, so, get over to him. Alright. This is the first replay review that I've ever done for the Spastics. Actually, that was cheese pie. What happened to its others? Anyway. You probably could have pushed that earlier, Rob. I'm not going to do this for everything. I say some things and I get curious. Yeah, Rob could have just pushed that, like, balls to the walls. He would have made a touch and probably would have been more offensive pressure. And I see Rob do this a lot. Just one more thing for Rob. I see Rob do this a lot, where he gets in this situation, and he just kind of hits the ball towards one of the opponents. And every time I see it, I think to myself, gee, I wish Rob would push that up the wall, or, you know, cut it, or dribbled, or anything. Instead I'm saying it, Rob, just don't push the ball straight into the opponent, and you'll be a lot better off. There you go. Ooh, that's awkward. That's really awkward. Yeah, you had okay positioning there. You know, you could have waited a bit further back, but it's fine. Let's switch off Rob so I'm not picking on him this whole time. Can you just go over the end cell? Or, yeah, or that's going to happen. When you're not in the right position, or you're not pushing the ball fast enough, and you've got teammates who are rotating back, you know, if you're not calling it soon enough and there's space, most likely, you know, teammates like Rob are going to just turn on it right away when you were kind of halfway there. And then you're in this position where you're maybe a bit too close and in an awkward position, you know, to follow his touch. Number one thing is being in position quickly. Second thing is letting your teammates know you're in that position. And this probably wouldn't have happened without that awkward line of play. But let's see. Cheese Pie's back, like he was a lot in this series. And oh yeah, I remember this goal. I remember this one. This one sucked. Because Cheese Pie ramped when he, like, most likely just wanted to turn and not ramp and not go up the wall. And that sucked a lot for Cheese Pie. That's just being careful and power sliding rather than just using your default turn radius. You pull the wheelchair. And didn't have handbrake mechanics, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but Look, it was a good finish. Let me see the pass. Oh, that was his pass. Never mind. We're good. They're throwing. Wait. The blue team won this game. The blue team won this game. Why do I have the blue team's replays taken? Okay, so you went 1-3. That's why I remembered it differently. There you go. Alrighty. Yeah, I thought this happened. Okay. So you did go 1-3. And that sucked, and you guys were tilted a little bit. Anyway. Yeah, that first goal was just a mechanical misplay from Cheese Pie. Yeah, he did his best there. He just couldn't get the ball in time. And Ansel may have missed it open there. Hang on a minute. Oh, yeah, never. There was no way he was like realizing that was going to be open. It was pretty open. And off the sidewall like that, Cheese Pie, when you pushed it, there it's super risky, especially when you got two teammates who are rotating back still. Sorry, I have this habit when I do these of talking over things that are happening. Like I should pause it and talk rather than just let it run, and then I end up going back way too much. But anyway, yeah, I would have I realized that Gottmot was there. Okay, let's go back again. I need to see the pace of this ball to be able to tell you what I would prefer. A lighter cut, a much lighter cut than that. I don't like you realized when you got to the ball. I think you were thinking about rolling it up the wall. But like you realized when you went up the wall. When you got to the ball was that you couldn't push it up the wall because Gottmot was right there. So I'd prefer a much lighter cut, maybe turn in power slide, and just kind of get that ball in a safer position for yourself to follow up because your teammates weren't going to be able to. Because from that touch, your net got threatened, and it was a desperate double commit to save it. And then there was this goal, which came from this touch, coincidentally, or not. Now you're at the far post, which is good. You're in a good position here. So you cheat forward on it a little bit too far in my opinion. Now, where's Insiders? Getting boost. Okay, so you just got boost. And there's nothing he was going to do with that ball. I believe Cheese Pie kind of got beat by the bounce that came out. He wasn't expecting it. If he had hung back a little bit farther and just been a little more patient, he probably would have gotten it clear. Been able to read the bounce better. Still got 2 minutes here. He didn't score, but I'm going to see why. Hopefully. It's a good pinch himself. It's too bad. I think you were low on boost to get another touch quickly. Good follow is Rob. Or, wait, I'm still in Insiders. The matching cars, guys. Throw me off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. So that happened. Now your main concern is probably just to rotate back Cheese Pie and let Incello just come into this because you know he's there. I'm going to show you what he saw. Alright, so this is where you should have been rotating back in my opinion. Enceladus was pretty far away, but this touch from Trey Pack, Enceladus was going to cover it. Whether it be a boomer or a soft touch like what happened. Probably been able to score this. Like whenever Cheese Pie, basically whenever you end up recovering like that, whenever you go for a touch like this, you end up in that corner and you're flopping around. Like just go straight back. I know like you're a pretty passive player anyway, but just go straight back and let your teammates do their thing with this. Oh, I did the thing. Got 200. Because you were just, and then you took Enceladus out of the game there. So. Now you're gonna be want to be pushing up with Rob pretty hard. There's nobody else to do so, and when there's nobody else to do so, it becomes your job. That's generally how Rocket League rotations work. If you're in position, you gotta go, and if you're not, nobody else is. You gotta get there. Good touch. Oh my. Now, Rob always follows that up. Rob will always follow that up. I don't think there's much of a problem with that. Unless you don't know what's happening. And that does happen pretty often with Rob. He'll get a light touch and then follow it up, and there's another teammate already on his ass. So Rob should probably work on his comms when in those positions. I mean, because I played with him all last season, and I still play with him, now and again. I know that I'm talking over stuff again. I know that when Rob makes a light touch, he follows it, but Enceladus doesn't. Cheese Pie might not yet. So if Rob just says, I'm going to, keep going with this ball, that'll make Enceladus and Cheese Pie, whichever one is, following up, start to get in a position for a pass, and you'll, avoid a double commit. Close one himself. Oh, yeah, I remember that one. That was close. He just got there with you, so no way you're going to score that one. Now let me, because I was talking over all this. Right, Rob's light touch. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I'm lost now. Anyway. We're here. Cheese Pie super far back. I'm doing his best. I would like to see flip off that and go for a 50-50. Anytime you have low boost, almost literally anytime you have low boost, just go for a 50-50. If you're in the midfield or on the other side of the field and you're in the position to go for the ball, or you have the ball with you, 50-50. If you're the only one there, just 50-50, and your teammates will be able to follow it up. Making a light touch it is the last thing I want you to do when you have no boost. Just putting a really limp touch out there, and one of your opponents is just gonna beat you to it on the second, and you'll lose control. Your teammates will get caught off guard because they thought you were going to do something with it. And so when you have no boost, the best thing to do is just 50-50. On to game 2. Who am I going to watch? Probably Cheese. Oops. Okay. Wait. Honestly, the spectator client is so bad for replays. Doing this all the time, so annoying. Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna need to go back and watch this whole 20 seconds over. Alright. Cheese Pie gets boost. I like where Rob's sitting. He probably didn't have a lot of boost though. So the pass needs to be perfect. I didn't mean to go back. If you're relying on a perfect pass to get a redirect, you're probably only going to get it at like champ 2 or 3 level, honestly. I'm not saying it's not possible for your teammates to make a perfect pass to you, but it's not going to happen often enough for it to be viable to go for a redirect upfield with no boost. So just try and put yourself in a position to get boost or, be a presence on the defense. Wow. I just didn't expect that to go in. I thought you were going to get 50-50. Alright. Oh, close. Alright, and so, here's the deal, dude. Oops. Yeah, okay. This is really bad. This. And still this. Okay. You're rotating back, and you're rotating back with the ball. And I saw this with Premier today, and I saw this with Major today. It happens everywhere. And you need to avoid it. So, like the ball, like what's going to happen here? Oops, I went back again. Okay. What's going to happen here is you're going to be in the way of one of your teammates who wants to come in for this ball and keep the pressure on. If you're rotating with the ball into your own defense, and I think it was Cheese Pie who had an opportunity to go for the ball, but saw you flip into it, and then decided to back off. I don't think Trey Pack made him back off. I think it was you. Let's see it again. Yeah. I think Cheese would have gone for this ball earlier if Enceladus wasn't flipping with the ball back there. And then you may have been able to put on better pressure. And that's like any part of the field. If you're rotating with the ball, that's a good pass to Rob. Incel. Oh, I was gonna be mad if you missed that. I'm not mad if you missed it, but I was gonna be salty because that would have been super unfortunate if that didn't go in. Yeah, if you're rotating in a position, into defense where you're gonna potentially be in the way of a teammate, just don't. Find a different place to rotate back. just be out of the way of your teammates as much as you can. And along the same lines, don't cross the ball either. If you're on one side of it, stay on that side of it. Don't try to get on the other side of it once you're on this, because then you'll still be crossing through the direct path of the ball, and you're still getting in the way. So just, when you're rotating back in defense, get away from the ball. Are they ever going to go? Oh my god, I put it on 20. How did that happen? You're the engine revving, dude. Yeah, that play off the kickoff could have been much more threatening had you popped it higher. I mean, I know what you were trying to do. I think you meant to pop it higher, but it didn't go that high, and then your follow-up was delayed because of the height. You can, yeah. Oh, this is that one. This is the one. Okay. I was waiting for this one. Yeah, you jumped to avoid bump. You should have just gone for the ball. Like, no hesitation, like, gone for the ball. And Celis is behind you. Even if he's gone for boost, he's going to be back in time, as evidenced by the own goal. So, I mean, at the point where you should have gone for the ball, there was nobody coming in to demo you or bump you. I mean, this series, I saw Cheese Pie hesitating a lot, and I mentioned it to him, but yeah, if he'd just gone for that ball, there would be no threat, and so I just wouldn't have been, he got caught in a mind game. He thought Cheese was going to get a touch, and he didn't. Got caught off guard, pushed up a little bit too far from the net. Oh, there's the second one. Oh, this is worse. This is way worse. I felt so bad for Cheese Pie after this one. Oh my. I was thinking, just stop. Just stop right here, and make a light touch. If you're ever gonna make a light touch, it's when you have space to make a light touch. You've got enough boost to, once you make a light touch, follow it up and you get a pop or something. Just jump right, like, in this position, nobody's in a position to go for the ball right now. You just, even when you've already turned, all you have to do is back up and get a pop, and then, go for it again. You may have got a 50-50 from the trade pack or something, but, or static, but it would have been better than putting yourself in a position where you're uncomfortable shadowing. I know this is like a super high pressure. This is like my worst nightmare. Being in and I've done this before, shadowing position like that and missing a ball because you just can't time it right. I know how bad that feels. Yeah, either be a little bit more patient and let the ball go by you a little bit, and then side flip, like just a little bit later than you're comfortable because you flipped it, But there was the option of going earlier for this ball. Anyway, we'll move on. You guys won this game, thankfully. This is the one you won, and you won gold. Well, basically, you let them score twice. Oh, that was close. I mean, it's really hard to time those off the kickoff. Kickoff goals are hard to score now and again because you have a low boost after them. You're the kickoff man. This is one of the things I saw too. Chasing the ball into the corner like this, and then jumping before you get to the ball is I mean, I don't like it because the ball goes nowhere. In this position, I would rather see Cheese Pie try and roll it up the wall. I mean, I know Trey Pack's there, and you've been caught in this position so far twice in this series, Cheese Pie, where you've got a player and you don't want to give it to him, but in return you're gonna make a really bad touch. You know, I'd just rather see you do something different than hit the ball against the wall. I mean, even there you could have tried a dribble or something. But like in most cases, you want to avoid hitting the ball right to an opponent or into a potentially dangerous situation where your opponent can hit it hard. I would have preferred that on net or to the backboard, but I mean, I think you tried to just didn't go your way that time. Oh, the shadow again. You ever play ones cheese? Because I was super uncomfortable with shadowing. I still am kind of uncomfortable with shadowing, but to get better at it, I just played ones. Because what you do in ones is you shadow a lot. There are also there's a training pack I have. I didn't make it, but I have it. It's called Uncomfortable Saves, and there are a lot of saves that you make in that training pack from a shadowing position. It's not like the greatest pack in the world, which is why I haven't posted it to the Discord channel. But if you want it, I can give it to you. It might help. Or I could make one. I don't know. I'll go replay the one I have and see if it's any better than I thought it was. Offhand. And that was the winning goal there. It was a good outlet pass, and Chiefs got it by the defenders. Alright, that's game 2. Game 3 now. Where am I going? Oh, that's 100%. Okay. Let's pick on Rob. Captain. Another light touch right into the opponent's Rob. Dribble it. Go for a 50-50. Anything with low boost, dude. Just not a light touch into the opponent's. Oh. Actually, I think that was cheese. Right. Yeah. So that's fine. You probably didn't realize, but there was no way you were going to get this around Gotma that way. I mean, I can see it, but like in the middle of a game, you know, you're under pressure, you're racing up to a ball. I think somebody's car alarm is going off in my neighborhood. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway. Yeah, this needs to be a 50-50 instead of an attempted outplay. Pretty much every time you give the ball that much space and have to race up to it, it's going to be 50-50. Unless they like backed up all the way. That's a good 50, by the way. It's a good challenge. Or a follow-up. And that's a great pass. I like when I see passes that are just going straight up and hitting off the ceiling, coming down. They're pretty easy to read when you're on the offense and really hard to react to on the defense. I just like seeing them. So they're effective. And that needs to be like no hesitation from Chiefs play. Because it was a good pass. It would have gone through with a little more speed. I'm picking on Chiefs too much. I think I just like watching. Oh, that was yeah. I think I just like watching his perspective because he views the game pretty well. Generally, people who view the game like that and I like are easy to like just sit on their perspective. They use ball cam a lot, and Chiefs play uses ball cam a lot. It's not necessarily good or bad. Saying that. There are times when it's better to turn off ball cam. Like when you're dribbling or looking for a 50-50 or something like that. But leaving ball cam on, if you were used to it, is totally fine. You guys are kind of trapped in your own end here, and I'm not sure why. I think Enceladus is just kind of driving around. Or I've not been paying attention. Who knows? Could be either one. Oh, Rob. What? What? I don't know why you jumped to. Okay. Yeah, he just misread where the ball was gonna fall. That's okay. Nobody can read every bounce. Do I have sorry, I'm just gonna check this. Okay, I don't have ambient volume on. I've been hearing a weird noise or something. Oh my god. Okay, wait, it's Rob's boost. It's Rob's boost. That's so weird. It sounds so weird. It's like musical raindrops. What? I'm getting off Rob. What? Oh my god. I can still hear it. Okay, and I thought this when you did it then too, Cheese Pie. I think I told you this as well. That touch. I know you had no boost and all that, but that like just you don't need to touch it really. You just need to like drive behind it and go for 50-50, and usually 50-50s on the sidewall of like your opponent's half are just gonna go towards the net, and they're generally very threatening. Okay, I'm not sure if Enceladus. Well, let's see what he wanted to do there. Because I'm not sure if he was looking to pass the ball or follow it up himself. I think he's got default camera glitch. Yeah. Okay. I think he just got a touch he didn't want. and you know, he just couldn't follow it up himself. He tried it desperately. Oh my, this is the one. Another one by Cheese. And this was Cheese again. In the shadowing position, Cheese. This is really getting you this series, huh? You jumped, which you didn't need to do, and then you hit the ball under and saw it. That just sucks. It sucks so much. I feel so bad for you in the shadow. Oh man. You just need to practice it, and I promise you'll get better. It just takes time. But I mean you know, if you're weak in the shadowing position, just try to avoid shadowing. If it means you're gonna, that's a good pass. It could have been very harder, but you didn't have a lot of time. What was I just saying? I'm an old man. Yeah, if you're like if you know your weakness is shadowing, you can avoid it by just not putting yourself in positions where you're facing away from the ball. And if you do find yourself facing away from the ball, you can scoot yourself over to the left or the right and make it a little bit easier on yourself than just being straight on, you know. You can turn, you know, if you learn how to power slide really quickly and turn around like that, like on the spot, you can do that. You know, I mean, what I really would like you to do though is just to get better at shadowing. Makes everything a lot easier if you can shadow properly. And this is another one. You like almost every time when you've been kind of halfway shadowing, you could just stop, do nothing, and just hit the ball like super lightly and follow up for 50-50, or take the ball if you get lots of boost here. Just trying to like kill the ball with a catch, and you'll be totally fine. Instead, you panic a little bit or something, and you get a really like a not light touch, but you knock the ball away from your car, and you know you either get scored on or almost get scored on. Let's watch Insiders. Who has gone by the ball? Okay, that was just kind of a your power slide mechanics aren't properly honed yet. That's more practice. You probably just needed to let go of power slide a little bit earlier. That's all. And then, Rob. No, Rob was jumping with no boost in the other end. There's like that's a risk. That's an overextension with no boost in their half. In that position, Rob, I'd rather you just back all the way up. And then cheese pie. I'm gonna watch what happened to cheese pie. We know what happened to the other two on this last goal. Another power slide mistake. Yeah, all right. Perhaps a little bit more patience from Cheese there, but I mean, what it came down to was a power slide. You just held it down for too long. And that was game 2, I believe. Oh, that was game 3. All right, we're moving. Yes. Wait. Oh, I took the thing again. I put it on cheese pie. You saw me. All right, we'll watch some others. Oh, this is the one where Static does you. Oh, I hate this one. Okay, because the reason I hate this one is because you should have challenged him right away. I mean, Rob was in the way a little bit, but wait, was it cheese pie? Okay, cheese pie. Like this, there was an angle for you to challenge him. Enceladus didn't have one. Because he came a little bit too early. Oh. But cheese pie had one. Right here. You just need to turn to the right and jump inside flip, basically. And you would have, yeah, you would have blocked him. Instead, yeah, he got a bite when he shouldn't have. So. That kickoff is great. I love your kickoff, guys. Most of the time? Most of the time. Because I love kickoff plays. Kickoff plays are like my favorite thing. You say back left, you send it to the back left, it's a boomer. Oh, love it. Because that kind of thing is very threatening. If the other team's in like a transition defense phase, they've got potentially a low boost, all that stuff. Yeah, and so just again with the shadowing into the corner thing. I think I talked to you about that earlier, right? Shadowing into defense is not good. Because you threw cheese pie up again. Okay, look. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing this. By this, I mean this. This is like the worst. Because like, if you're gonna do this, like, get as high as you can and tell Cheese Pie that you're not gonna go over the ball. Yeah, I mean, the backboard is a viable place to be on defense, but not when you come into the backboard like this. And I like that you went really high. I hope that you told Cheese Pie that you were gonna do that, because it's very important that either you're not in Cheese Pie's way, or he knows you're not gonna go for the ball, or both. Probably both. But I would rather see you not shadow into defense like that. Shadow around the corner, especially. Oh, and that's just a misread. Mechanical error. Good contest, Rob. That could have been a better hit. I mean, I think you just didn't get what you wanted there. Actually, I would have rather seen you just here. It's coming across, right? You're going to turn for it. Just kind of roll it up the wall. Give it a light tap and roll it up the wall. And then recorrect to get a clear. Good 50. Rob doesn't need to go for that, though. So I want to know why. I guess, like, did Rob that be good? I mean, if I'm Enceladus in that position, though, I want to stay with the ball. So, I mean, you just got to say, like, I got this, I'm following. Oh, nice. And if Rob is going to do what he did, it's another roll up the wall situation. I know it gets, like, really predictable and it's played out, but I mean, at the minor level, I think rolling the ball up the wall and, you know, putting height on it is going to get you, you know, pretty far. Oh god, it's Rob boost again. Not like this. This is 2-1. Okay. You guys looking solid this game. Right, Rob, you need to just when this hit happens, like don't sit around, man. Just start like you have 80 boost. Just start like hammering it around to the far post and get ready on defense. Because like this happened, and you would have been in a better spot to follow up if you just rotated to the far post right away. I can't really show you because, well, I wish you could interact with replays and stuff, but you can't. Like again, you're kind of like really slow in the midfield for getting back. Just have more urgency, and you know uh, we might not get scored on as much. You never know. Oh, that's just an open net miss. Unfortunate. Can't score them all. Oh, good bump. So you get far post rotation. I like that you gave Enceladus the inside. Very all-in challenge. Just boosting and jumping at him. And that's a good roll up the wall until it's kind of a shame you missed. And again, to Rob, just roll it up the wall. You would have been able to... I mean, rolling up the wall is kind of a stall in that position, and you would have been able to go for 50-50 even though you had low boost. Oh, okay. Rob is usually scoring that. Just kind of sucks. He came a bit into the wrong position. Good goal. I think that was... Oh, it was just himself, just popping it to himself. That was nice. Yeah. Okay. Just a bit of communication there. I'm sure one of you called it eventually. But just no hesitating. We'll do you well. Oh, that should. I'm not sure if he saw you. Hold on. Oh yeah, he definitely saw you. He just cut the ball wrong. Okay. I guess I like to think that Enceladus would always pass in that situation. That's a good touch. I like that. Just popping it out to a teammate. If you know a teammate's going to be there, popping into the sidewall is fine. If you're on the transition back, popping into the sidewall, bad idea. Unless it's like extremely late and you can follow it immediately. This is Hughes or Enceladus. I wish we could hit him on because your cars are matching. I swear it wasn't my idea. Oh, maybe to overtime. Okay, 1 sec. Yeah, if Enceladus didn't hesitate, I think Rob was making him hesitate for a sec there. You know, I'm not sure exactly why. I think Rob was in a decent spot. He was on the wall. He was far away from it. Would have been no problem. Now this was game 4. I remember this one. I thought you guys had like good momentum, and I thought you were going to take it because you were putting on really good offensive pressure this game. And this just needs to be turned on earlier, and so your teammates can get to the net instead of worrying about the ball. And that's a goal. Yeah, hold on. So that like before I paused it, you needed to turn. Just not necessarily turn to challenge, but like turn towards the ball, like get on that side of the field. Um, you know, tell your teammates you're gonna cover it. Um, because you didn't hear your teammate Cheese Pie turned with no boost. Um, I think it would have been. I don't think this would have been a goal if you had turned. There's the camera flake, classic Enzo. All right, that's game 4. It was unfortunate the last game. It came down to mistakes basically for you guys. Um, those losses, either there were too many of them. I think you guys on the offense are smart players. You don't cut each other off that much. You should avoid doing that at all costs, but you don't do it too much. I didn't see a lot of double commits. I love that I didn't see like I don't think I pointed at a single double. No, there was one or two anyway. I don't think I saw one. Like outside of like on defense and the one where Chiefs probably took insult again. Yeah, you guys do a really good job of not double committing, but just kind of the intelligence in your touches here and there to not give them away to your opponents and put pressure on your teammates and stuff like that. That's where you guys really need to improve. I think your mechanics need to be shored up. You guys have pretty good mechanical consistency. They're just like the precision is lacking here and there. So yeah, that just takes grinding and practice. I'm sure you guys are up to it. Anyway, yeah, I hope that helped. I've never done a replay review for the Spastics, and it was fun. All right, if you have any questions or you need anything clarification from me, just let me know, and I'll do my best. All right, later, guys.